The State Emergency Service has issued 50 flood warnings across New South Wales today as heavy downpours drench the state. So far none have been emergency warnings, but 14 are listed as watch and act. The SES is deploying additional resources and equipment to high-risk areas in preparation for increasing heavy rainfall on parts that are already saturated. Read more. Man arrested over alleged Optus data SMS scam. Sydney has been warned its danger day could be Saturday, with residents in at-risk zones told to start preparing now. Sydney is having its wettest 12 months in the 164 years records have been kept. The previous high was set in 1950, when 2,194 mm was recorded at Observatory Hill, a mark broken just after 1 p.m. today. Weatherzone said Sydney's rainfall had been evenly distributed throughout the year. This year, with strong contributing influences from climate drivers like La Niña, twice, the heavy rain has barely eased off in any month except June, when just 16. 8 mm was recorded, Weatherzone said. Read more. Brittany Higgins describes details of alleged rape. Sydney braces for even more wet weather to come. NSW Emergency Services Minister Steph Cook said the rain in Sydney was only going to get worse. Our catchments are saturated, our dams full, and rivers are already swollen, so any extra rainfall, no matter how minor, is likely to exacerbate the existing circumstances, Cook said. The Bureau of Meteorology's Gabriella Woodhouse said it had already observed widespread rain and flash flooding across inland parts of NSW. Today we are looking at severe thunderstorms in the very far west of the state. This includes the risk of isolated supercells, Woodhouse said. These storms are quite severe in nature and bring the risk of rain, flash flooding as well as damaging winds and some hail. Read more. Alec Baldwin reaches settlement with family of shooting victim. Another weather system is expected to develop on Friday and move across the state on the weekend. That's where we'll see a low-pressure system form and move off the coast during Saturday and Sunday, Woodhouse said. This system is quite a significant and serious system as we are looking at widespread rain as well as thunderstorms with this system. Read more. Qantas apologizes after damaging wheelchair. She said a stretch of the coast, particularly the Hunter to the Illawarra, could be pounded with powerful swell and damaging winds. The flood outlook for some areas on the western slopes looks set to worsen on the weekend and potentially reach significant major flood levels, Woodhouse said. This includes places like Bathurst, Warren, Gunnedah, Wee Waa and Forbes. Read more. NSW student who murdered girlfriend in drug-induced psychosis jailed for 20 years. The flooding we are looking at looks as though it will be more significant than what we've been seeing over the past 12 months. The bomb has more than a dozen flood and weather warnings for areas across NSW here. SES Commissioner Carleen York said the agency was advising people along the Nepean River at North Richmond, Menangle and Penrith to stay informed. Residents are being urged to prepare as flood warnings remain in place throughout NSW, including the Upper Hunter, Lower Hunter, Darling River, Murray River and the Lachlan River. No two floods are the same, York said. Just because you haven't been affected by a flood before, doesn't mean you won't be. With increased traffic on roads expected as school holidays come to an end and the Bathurst 1000 race to take place this weekend, York is advising drivers to allow extra time. If there is water across the road, please don't drive through that, she said. York also urged farmers to move livestock to higher ground now. Australia's weather outlook. Some of the heaviest falls have been recorded in Australia's traditionally driest regions. Weatherzone reported that the outback town of Burke in NSW received more than its monthly average rainfall in one day yesterday. Storms dropped 39.2 mm on the town yesterday, compared to its October monthly average of 26. 3 millimeters, and the intense weather isn't just restricted to rain, with 400 lightning strikes recorded near the little hamlet of White Cliffs in NSW's northwest. NSW isn't the only state in the firing line, with rain and storms forecast right around the country.